Hello everyone, welcome back to Pixie Lou. Today I'm going to recreate a look that I recently did for a shoot. This is the look. You probably can't see it very clearly because it's on newspaper print, which is always a bit rubbish for reproduction. But it is a very bright orangey eye with a blue waterline. If you saw mine and Nick's recent brow video, then it was the look that I was wearing in that. I'm doing the tutorial on myself. It'll look a little bit different than it did on Hannah. Hannah is 16, so it's definitely going to look a bit different. But I hope you'll enjoy it anyway, so let's get started. Right, I'm going to start with Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. This has got an SPF of 15. It's lovely, kind of sheer foundation. Because the lips are quite strong and the eyes are quite strong, I want to keep the skin quite soft. So I'm just working this all over the face. I'm going to take a bit across the lids as well, just to take out any darkness there, so that we've got something to blend our eyeshadows over. Then I'm going to use some Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and I'm going to put that just along the cheekbones and down the nose, just to give a little bit of sheen. This is a lovely glowy product. I'm going to put this on with a stippling brush. I use products like Shimmering Skin Perfector to give my skin a little bit of a glow because it's naturally dry. If you've got more of an oily skin, you might want to use a powder highlighter, or you might want to skip that step altogether. Right, now I've got to fill my brows in. Now the model that we used was Hannah, and she won a competition that we ran for, it was like a Find a Face competition in Norwich. So she won it. She's a beautiful girl, but obviously she is 16, she's very young, and I'm not. So we've got a little bit of extra work to do here. So I'm going to start by filling my brows in. I'm going to work with a couple of eyeshadows. Firstly, Omega, which is this one. It's a light kind of greyish colour. And then I'm going to use something a bit darker, like one of these, Mystery. So I'm using a little angled brush to do this. And then we're going to just fill the brow in very gently and lightly. So I'm using a little angled brush to do this. And then we're going to just fill the brow in very gently and lightly. So this way I can really get all those little hairs under there, and without making my brows look like big old caterpillar brows. Obviously, if you're lucky enough to have great full brows already, you won't need to do this at all. Then using my darker brown, I'm just going to put a few little lines in here so we get a little bit of dimension and texture going on. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to take that same first colour that we used on the eyebrows, it's called Omega, and I'm going to put that all over the eyelid. This is going to act as our base. So this is going to absorb any oils there so that we can then blend in our second colour over the top without it going patchy. I've got this lovely colour from Illamasqua, it's called Verno. And I'm going to pop this, I'm just going to use the same brush because it's easy, and I'm going to pop this through the socket. We're keeping it quite high because we really want to blend this out, and all the way around into the inner corner there. And then I'm going to start blending that all the way up towards the brow. So blending this all the way up to that brow. If you want this more wearable, don't blend it all the way up to the brow, keep it a little bit lower, and you'll probably want to skip the next step because that involves red. But of course this was kind of a fashion inspired look, so I wanted it to be a little bit more adventurous, but you might not want it to be. Okay, so I need, what is this one? This is a Louise Young brush, and I've got, this is my Stargazer palette. I've managed to smash one in there, which isn't ideal. This is the Velvet Colour palette, and I'm using the red one there. Right, and this is going just through that socket as well, and then I'm going to blend this into it. Using my brush from before, I'm just going to blend that all the way into that colour there. Now we need to curl our lashes. I've got Shu Uemura eyelash curlers here, lovely gold ones. Just going to pop those in there very gently, make sure we don't get our eyelid, and give them a good squeeze. There we go. And a little bit further down the lash. That's better, so we don't get that kind of like V-shaped lash. It's a little bit more curved. Dior Iconic Overcurl. Now, I know a lot of people love Dior Show, and I've never been the biggest fan of Dior Show, but I really love this one. This is amazing. There you go, that is gorgeous. Love it. It's got a lovely kind of curved wand, so it makes it really easy to fit the contours of the eyes. Whereas I found the original Dior show, the wand is just too big. For me, anyway. Underneath the eyes we're going to need to put some concealer on, but before that I've got a blue eyeliner. This is MAC Chromographic pencil in High Def Cyan. This one is a pro product, but of course you don't have to get this one. You can get any bright blue that you like. So that's going on the waterline. Do love these chromographic pencils though, because they are just so vibrant. They really go on the way that they look. And you don't have to try too hard, you can see they are incredible. Bottom lashes, I've got this from Ben Nye, beautiful, it's called Bahama Blue. They also do another one called Electric Blue, they're both lovely. In fact, Ben Nye do tons and tons of brightly coloured mascaras and they're all really good. So I'm going to pop some of this on, bottom lashes. On the cheek I'm going to use this one from an Illamasqua duo, this one is called Lover. Top one, it's kind of peachy. Right, bit of concealer under the eyes. I'm using a Bobbi Brown colour corrector here. This one is, let me check, light peach. Then from Topshop as a highlight I have this, it's called Sunbeam Highlighter. It's absolutely beautiful gold colour. And this is going to go tops of the cheekbones, blended over the top of our blusher, just kind of overlapping on the top there. When I put this picture up on my Instagram, everybody asked what this highlighter was because it's so gorgeous. There you go, it's just old Topshop, nothing flash. I'm also going to take a bit of this just on a 217 from MAC and I'm going to blend it along the brows and into our colours there. There's many alternates for the lips, it's up to you what you do. I've got this one which is number 7 High Shine in Almost Pink, which is really pretty. So that gives a really pretty soft option for you, or you can go for something a bit brighter. I actually use this one, which is Daniel Sandler Luxury Matte Lipstick in Marilyn, which is a beautiful orangey red. So I'll show you that one. I think I should have called this look Sunset Over the Maldives because of the blue and the, you know. I used just a slick of that and really blended it in so it's kind of like quite matte and not full opacity. And then on the lips, if you want to, you can put a little bit of gloss. This is Russian Red from MAC. And I put a tiny little bit just in the middle there. And that's how I created this fun bright look. I hope you like it. Feel free to like the video, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you've got any questions I can answer them there, and if you've got any requests of things you want to see then please leave them down there. And we've got loads of fun videos coming up. I've got one on my new diet. It's not a diet to lose weight, it's just stuff I eat. I'm going all kind of nutritional. I'm being good. Anyway, I'll do a video on that soon, and thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, I did Nick's hand wave. Bye bye.